Do jury members get questions?
There we go. Simon, you're on the jury. We're live. Juries never speak. Welcome to iSurvivor. Cheju Do, guys. I'll introduce some of the members of our jury really quickly since they're so vocal this evening. We have Mr. Simon Seeley here from Ponderosa Villa. Danny Gluck, say hello. Most recent juror voted out at the last tribal council. He is our sixth place goddess of this season. Now, for the people who actually still matter, we have Amanda, part of iSurvivor Cheju Do, final four. Cody, goddess. Welcome, Cody. Miss Laura and Mr. Michael DeLucas, who has actually just won the Jeopardy challenge. It was a super close race all the way through. Amanda in the lead, Laura in the lead, Mikey in the lead, then Cody coming back and tying it up for a three-way tie in third place. Then the one dreaded category that it seemed that y'all were avoiding came up. That was the music category. In this category, it was Korean lyrics that would guide you to a tree mail video, and you guys would then have to state the name, describe the challenge for me as to what exact challenge we were talking about by these insane Korean lyrics, which I sat there and sang awfully. But this was the category that all of you guys were avoiding, racking up points, and I knew what was going on when nobody went to the music category. Then it kind of came to the point where y'all had no choice but to tackle this music category. Michael, you seem to be the most successful in that category. Did you clean sweep it?
I think we missed one. We skipped one, I believe.
Now, what was your strategy to come through in the clutch with that category? Did you have a strategy, or was it mostly memory?
It was, just basing it off of what I could remember and how I could piece the puzzles together. Because it was like almost like a three-stepper. You had to listen to the lyrics, interpret what challenge it coincided with, and then translate that to what the English version of it was.
Now, because this was like a descriptive answer, you needed to at least try to describe this answer. So I knew what you were talking about. Now, on the 500-point value, there could have possibly, probably, maybe been, Michael took too long trying to describe that. What would you have to say in defense?
You're in charge, and I respect what decision you make. You know, I don't have any control over that. So if anyone has an issue with that, I'm not the one to be blamed for that.
Now, do you think had you not won immunity tonight, you would be on the line?
I would be out the door, absolutely. 100%.
Now, you clean sweep the music category, and as you were trying to describe and get it out your mouth as to what that $500 value was, I wasn't going to take points away when I fully knew what you were meaning by bombs, pieces, the map. It's the only one with the map. Now, other than the scavenger hunt, that's not clearly what it was because that was an answer prior. Now, do you think because you are safe, the outcome of tonight is going to be different?
Well, obviously, yeah, because I was the easy out. So now it's old, original, you won. Someone has to go.
Where does it put you?
Puts me into the final three.
Where does it put you tonight in terms of, other than, that basic fact? Yeah, you're in the final three of this game.
It gives me a slidger, like a smidgen of power, I guess. I mean, everyone kind of scrambled as soon as that was decided, even though last night I was told that people would never turn on each other. So that, to me, when you tell me there's no there's no way that I will work with you. I'm not gonna, once I'm in the power, gonna work with you.
Where is your head leaning tonight? Last tribal council, it was a big talk about loyalty, how these three have played a strong, solid, loyal Yuan game. The Yuan loyalty has to be broken tonight. Is this an opportunity to situate yourself for the last round of this game?
Absolutely. I think for me, it's a no-brainer. There's someone that I think each and every one of the jury members want out, who deemed a threat to win the game, and that's where my vote's going to lie tonight.
Big threat. Laura, Cody, Amanda, you just want to state the fact, or do you want me to unearth it?
Oh, no, I could say it. Amanda,
Yeah.
she knows I love her to death, and I adore you, Amanda. It's nothing personal. I'm happy that we've gotten here, but this is part of the game, and that's what it's going to be.
Amanda, how do you counteract this? There's not much room to hide here now. It's either you, Cody, or Laura leaving tonight. How do you fight this argument when somebody of 4 people, one of them's like targeting you? How do you counteract this?
The only thing that I can come at with is the proposition of forcing a tie because it's the final 4. So I would hope that that might lead to a tiebreaker, like a fire making challenge type deal where I would have to face off against the person that tied. So my argument was for Cody, and it was that I thought that I would be a better option for him to take moving forward because I have a good shot at beating Michael in the final immunity challenge, and that I don't think that Michael and Laura will bring him to the end because he's played a very similar game to me. So I think that he would be a bigger threat, and they would take him out next if he doesn't win the final challenge. And so I think that he should force a tie and give me the chance to battle Laura. Sorry, Laura.
That is a lot right there. So Michael saying it's been clear, sort of. Amanda's a big threat. Some of the jury knows it. She's been titled the possible winner. Amanda's saying, Cody, hey, you vote me out. Hey, buddy, you haven't played much differently than I have. And if I'm gone, who's prime meat number 1? That leaves you open to possibly get that 4th place. So to prevent that, Cody, vote with me. At least give me the opportunity to stay in this game via a tiebreaker challenge. Cody, what is running through your mind? Amanda has said a lot. That puts you on a spot between 2 paid people that you've played the game with since day 1.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I am concerned about the next round. I do think that I would get eliminated if Michael did win immunity at that point. So it's just trying to figure out what may be the best move for my game, but also seeing who can help me try to get to the end as well. So
It's a fine line. I mean, that's the point of the game the whole time, right? But now that we're at the final 4, like, those words have so much more meaning now.
Yes, very much so.
So with that being said, how has the last 15 minutes been for you? Like, you win going from an immunity challenge, Michael, the Joseon member, is safe, and then you have him being like, Amanda's a threat. You have Amanda being like, we're both threats, and your head's here, and then it's here, and then it's here. So how's the last 20 minutes, half an hour been?
It's been pretty crazy. I kind of just stopped looking at my Skype for a little bit just to try to think about what I wanted to do. And then we'll see how it goes.
Now, this game for you guys, the Yuans, all merge, has been loyalty, 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 loyalty. Is this still a loyalty game for you at this point? Or is it finally on day 35? Is it finally the loyalty is gone and Yeah, that's part one. So is this a loyalty game now for you? Yes or no?
Yes, because I do believe that in one way or another, all of us have been loyal to each other, and that's even including Michael. Some of the things that we did as Yuan, or even not as Yuan, Michael was included with a little bit as well. So it's just how the game goes.
So this still is a loyalty vote for you.
Somewhat, yes.
Now, Laura, somewhat of a loyalty vote. Oh, she's gone. Amanda, throw it to you. Somewhat of a loyalty vote, he said. Somewhat.
Yeah. Well, to me,
If the
because
vote is against you,
okay.
would you feel like Cody was not loyal to you?
I would feel like he had been loyal to me all game, but it would hurt that he didn't give me the chance to battle for my right to stay.
Now, Laura, I was just asking you. I just threw it over to Amanda because you just had gotten disconnected. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right, so Cody was just saying that this vote for him is a loyalty somewhat. Now, if he happened to write your name down tonight, would you feel like he's been disloyal to you? Cody, before she gets back, do you want to maybe express for the record to either woman, not, you don't have to reveal who you're voting for, but how and why this may be perceived as a disloyal move but isn't in your eyes? And like why? Maybe just like some reasons.
The biggest thing is there's 4 of us and there's going to be 2. So that's really the only thing I could think of, is the only 2 out of 4 of us are going to make it to the final 3 with Dennis. So that's kind of where I'm thinking.
Michael.
Yes, sir.
Now, try to combat the argument, and I'll give Laura a chance. Oh, Laura, you're back? Laura,
I'm here.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, perfect. Now, if Cody were to write your name down, he said this vote is based on loyalty somewhat. Would you feel like he was disloyal to you if he chose to write your name down tonight?
I think no, I don't think it would be disloyal. We knew that it would come to this where it would be Yuan having to write down a Yuan name. So I don't think it would be this hard. But I'm not going to say that he would be disloyal at all, because, I mean, it's a terrible predicament.
Do you think the jury's enjoying this moment?
Oh, I think they're loving this moment.
What do you expect? What do you expect the jury's initial reaction / embrace is going to be to one of you guys? Oh, I get it. That's fine. Mikey, combat Amanda's. Oh, sorry. You can take a sip. My question might be a 3-minute one.
All right.
Combat Amanda's argument. Try to pull Cody back on your side. Do you remember what she said? Cody, if I leave, hey, I'm a big threat. I might win this game, but guess what? You're just on about an equal playing field as I am. Resumes kind of tip-top shape together. So if I go, likelihood of you going at 3 without me there goes up.
Well, I think what I was told earlier today was that there was a conversation when the merge happened, and a group that Amanda was involved in was targeting Laura, Cody, and Simon. And I feel like when that wasn't working out for them, that's when divide and conquer came back into play. That's just what I was told.
Ooh, what you were told by who?
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Laura told me.
That's Laura being paranoid. Laura, that's not true. I was never targeting you after the merge.
Laura, how was this conversation that Michael's talking about true? Can't hear you if you're talking.
This may have stemmed from the fact that there was a chat with Dennis, Cody, and I with Demonica and Genki based on trying to, if we were to have gone to tribal with that new Jozan tribe, because we never ended up having to.
Yeah, so after the swap.
We wanted to work with them if we had gone to tribal. But then after the merge happened, then they became big threats in our eyes, and then it switched to us targeting them.
So within the strategy of keeping your ranks safe after the post swap,
It was like the divide and conquer. They had a chat without me, and we had a chat without Laura.
So why do you
They had
think?
that
So why do you
Simon
think
and-
Laura is? Why do you think Laura's telling Michael the story a different way than you're telling the story?
Well, it's got to be one of us tonight, right? So this would be a story she could use to get Michael to vote me. Sorry about Ozzy. I got to go get him.
It's all right, Amanda. When you get back, Michael, how much do you trust what Laura is saying?
I mean, at this point, I feel like people are going to say what they need to say. But once, like I said, last night I had spoken to Amanda to test the waters and see where her head was at. And she flat out said to me, there's no way that I'm flipping. Laura, on the other hand, said, well, she was receptive to it.
Amanda, why would you close the door on somebody so late in the game? For such a Survivor fan, that's probably one of the no-nos.
Well, I felt like Michael already knew that I didn't want to lie to him. If he hadn't won immunity tonight, I believe that he would have gone. And I didn't. I was giving him the respect of knowing he had to fight for his life. I didn't want to lie to him. Maybe he wouldn't have. Maybe they still would have. Maybe I still would have gone or had a tie. But I wasn't. That's not how I play the game. Where I'm gonna like make up lies to him and say, "Oh yeah, tomorrow, even if you lose, even if you don't have immunity."
But that's so you were not ever concerned that Michael may win immunity and you need a plan B that might include him. Because automatically writing somebody off and being like, nope, there's absolutely no chance, kind of is an indirect way of telling them to find a better / another option. And that could be a direct / indirect way of saying, vote me instead.
That's fair. You know, this far in the game, you're right. I should learn from that. I guess I should have lied to him and told him that if he had lost and not had immunity, that I would have voted out Laura. I guess. I didn't want to lie to him. I didn't want to tell him that I'm going to vote out Laura. And then tomorrow, you know, because you also got to think about if he didn't win and went, he was going to be a juror.
And you've already had somebody leave the game saying they're never voting for you for whatever reason. And having another second person is never good. Michael, do you respect Amanda?
That's what he told me to do, and that's what I did.
Do you respect Amanda's move for being like, I've been loyal. Loyalty is my MO. Michael, I appreciate you coming to me, buddy. But guess what? If you do lose immunity, my vote will be going to you.
First off, I respect Amanda in every single way, shape, and form. I've really gotten to know her and like her. In this moment, the only thing I could have said was maybe she could have said, let's talk after immunity is decided. She could have left it more open-ended without committing to something, but she flat out said, I am not turning. So,
and did that push you in the direction to be like, okay, well then.
Well, I mean, let's be real. When I first came back into this game, I shifted towards Laura and Cody. That's who I have been really communicating the most with since I've been back in this game. So I've already felt some allegiance there, even though they were tight as you want. I felt like if it came to a choice, that's where I would go with them too. So it didn't help her to tell me no, but you know, it's always good to keep optional because at that moment I didn't know if I was going to win either. So I was looking to keep my, you know, options to play out open as well.
Laura, do you think that you've done a good job at although you've remained loyal to Yuan, you've also kept your options open. So you have plan Bs in case of situations like this?
Yeah, I've always had plan Bs and plan Cs, and Yuan was always my plan A and go to, but as we know, it doesn't always work out the way we want it to. And, you know, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't know that certain Yuan people weren't trying to get me out earlier in the game. So
now, you were cut off and you got removed from this call when we were discussing the chat with Dennis and Amanda and DeMonica that possibly might have mentioned your name as a possible target or not trusting you. And you told that to Michael. Now, do you really believe that this was something that, could have potentially happened had the stars aligned?
Yeah. It was made, as far as I know, right as soon as merge happened. And, my name was tossed around and Simon's name was tossed around. So Cody and I decided to put a group of 5 together so that we could counteract anything they tried to do.
Cody.
Yes.
So you have been working closely with Miss Laura as a counteracting duo, perhaps?
Perhaps. So I wasn't in the DeMonica, Dennis, Amanda chat and Genki chat until merge. And when I got added to the chat, I got added with Genki. So that meant DeMonica, Amanda, and Dennis were already in the chat. Ooh. So I kind of was looking, why was I added to the chat later? I don't like being in an alliance that I'm not the core alliance in, because
if I'm not originating that chat, guess what? I don't trust that chat.
Yeah. So, Simon was being thrown out, Laura was being thrown out. I mean, Dennis.
So is this big background as to why DeMonica was initially the first merge target, not just on the surface, K-pop's coming up, you're a dancer, let's get rid of you. It started mainly with
It had nothing to do with dancing. It had everything to do with, you're not going to have me in the core. You're going after Laura. You're going after Simon, probably for personal reasons.
And you have you have Amanda and Dennis in a core chat that
I wasn't there to start with. So if you're not going to add me, and you were there too. You were there too, Sandy. You were there before me. So when you add people, obviously you need to add them all at once, because if you're adding me last, you're not going to keep me loyal. So.
Got it. I see some more game unfolding before our eyes. Amanda, I wish she were here so I could just ask her how it feels to know that, hey, we've been damage controlling or reinforcing our side of the fence in case something from your and Dennis's side came bulldozing in. Which gives a lot of credit to you two for maintaining loyalty / still being here and keeping yourselves safe, that I don't think has been mentioned at any of these tribal councils thus far. Michael, did you know some of this? Because, I mean, you said you were already been close with Michael and Laura, so maybe it's sort of like between their sort of duo in terms of making sure that their Yuan stayed strong and didn't retaliate against them for whatever reason. In doing so, brought you in to sort of do what they were unsuccessful with doing with DeMonica, meaning Amanda and Dennis.
I think they were smart to keep that knowledge to themselves. I think since I came back to the game, I think the first day that I was here, Laura had said, Amanda's going to win this game. So without really unfolding stuff, she kind of planted that seed in my head from the beginning. And as I got more comfortable, I saw that to be true. And I think as the time went on between me, Laura, and Cody, more information came out. Because today when I got that information, it was before I won immunity. So there could have possibly been a plan, had I not won, to get Amanda out as well.
Laura, how set were you on voting out Amanda or Michael before this challenge? Which way were you leaning?
Honestly, I was undecided. I know that in order to win iSurvivor, you have to make big moves, and a vote against Amanda would be a big move if it worked. However, I think that's the head versus heart thing that I always have so much trouble with, because, you know, in my heart, I'm like, I could never write her name down, but then I think back, well, they were going to write my name down, and it's really hard, really, really hard.
Amanda, so a lot just came to light in terms of Cody and Laura feeling sort of ostracized from the things that you and Dennis were getting into / doing at the start of the merge, and thus their closeness with Michael came to existence. Do you regret anything that you may have done prior to today that might put you in this situation?
Well, I'm not understanding where, and I don't know if Cody is making this up or if I'm forgetting it, but in the chat with Demonica and Simon, Laura's name was never brought up to my recollection at all once. So I don't know if he's using that to get Laura on his side by telling her that we were against her, but it was Simon that was being talked about in that chat. We hadn't gone farther than talking about Simon. We hadn't lost immunity. Why would we have been talking about the next vote and the next vote? So I guess
Cody,
if he is picking that up, maybe I can't imagine.
Let's just see it, Cody. Where does Laura's name come up? Do you remember it all? And then we'll.
I mean, I know that he was added last, but that doesn't mean then it's all right for him to be like.
Well, it could have been a tactic. He could have been upset that he was added last, and thus wanted Laura to be upset too. And that's strategy.
Well, as I said, Dennis was the one mentioning Simon and Laura.
Dennis.
So.
Laura, did you look like you had something to say whilst?
No, I was just shocked by her statement.
Oh, why?
When she said that it was never brought up.
Oh.
My name was never brought up.
Guys, 4 needs to become 3. I'm going to leave the floor open for one last statement from each of you. This could possibly be one of your guys' last opportunities at Tribal Council to speak before you are a jury member. Michael, as the one who's safe tonight, the floor is yours first, buddy.
I just want to say it's been a great ride. I'm really, really happy to meet it this far with all of you. I really adore and respect all of your gameplay.
All right. Laura, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'd just like to reiterate what Michael said. It's this has been a really fun game, and it's been even more pleasant, I guess, to have an alliance that has sort of stuck together all the way as far as they could have. I think it says a lot as a tribe and as an alliance, and yeah, whatever happens, I mean, I honestly do love all of these people, and won't delete them on Facebook.
Cody.
It's definitely been a interesting tribal. That's all I'm gonna say.
Miss Mommy, when you get back, floor's yours. Don't worry about the noise. We already know you're the mom.
All I can say is the same argument I made earlier. So you guys have already heard it, and I'm hoping I get the shot. I think I deserve the shot. I think, Michael, I gave you the shot, and had we played with our heads and not our hearts last round, all respect, but Gluck wasn't as much of a beast in challenges, and we could have kept him to make it more of an easy win tonight for one of us.
But you didn't.
Little did I know that maybe they wanted to get me out all along, so you getting brought along was helping them do that. But also, you know, I would love to have the opportunity to battle for my life in this game. And if not, I still love you guys. I'm not a bitter person. That's all I have. It was so much fun playing the game. And hopefully I get to stay and get the chance to stay. So I think I earned it.
In whatever way each of you earned this spot, thank you so much for playing. It is now time to vote. Amanda, you're up first. Michael, Skype PM me the name of the person you want to send home. Laura. And Cody. I'll go tally the votes, guys. Give me 1 minute. All right, kids. This is bittersweet. The votes have been tallied. I need to remind everybody that once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately, and they will become the 6th and second to last member of our jury. I'll read the votes. First vote. Amanda. Laura. Amanda. It's 2 votes Amanda, 1 vote for Laura. The 14th person voted out, 6th member of our jury. Amanda. Amanda, 3 votes is enough. You need to bring me your torch.
Amanda.
Unfortunately, the tribe.
Sandy. You guys, I love you.
You rock, Amanda.
You rock. I love you.
Amanda,
Okay. That's all I got.
after 35 days in the game, unfortunately, the tribe has spoken.
All right, I'm taking that warm seat Gluck's got for me. Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you for everything.
You don't even know. I'll talk to you later, but you don't even know. That was hard. I didn't even have a part in that. I can't imagine how Cody and Laura and Michael are feeling. The game is only going to get more difficult because, trust me, every vote is difficult, but you guys have not seen a final tribal council yet. If you think voting people out is difficult, wait until you answer questions from angry, upset people. The worst is yet to come, guys. However, only one challenge stands in your way, and that is the look back, where we will take a look back on the past 37, 38 days in this game. Cody, Laura, Michael, 2 of you will sit alongside Dennis at the final tribal council. It's now time for you guys to decide on the time of this challenge tomorrow. 1 challenge left. Tomorrow night, that is it. And head back to camp.